guys, today I'm going to show you how to make Cookie Monster candy bark. You're going to need some mini Chips Ahoy cookies, mini Oreo cookies, 2 bags of the Wilton Candy Melts in the color Royal Blue, and 1 package of the Wilton Candy Eyeballs. I'll link below where you can get these things. So I put everything out in dishes just so it's easier to work with, and I also took a cookie sheet and lined it with parchment paper. And I also made some in the cupcake tins to see how those would turn out. So what you're going to need to do first is melt your chocolate. So you just follow the instructions on the back of the bag. I used the microwave and just put it in for 30-second increments and just stirred it really well in between. It only takes about a minute and a half. Now I'm going to dump the chocolate out on my cookie tray. I'm using a very small cookie tray. This is not a standard size. I probably should have used a standard size so that the bark wouldn't be so thick, but it's a personal preference. And once you're ready, you can start placing your candy on there. And you want to kind of work quickly, that way the chocolate doesn't set up too much. And I found that putting the cookies at like an angle kind of gave it more dimension. I think it looked better that way. So here's a closer view of what that looked like. And once you're done with that, you can place it in the freezer for at least 30 minutes. It will set up pretty quickly when it's in the freezer. This is how it turned out. And then I also melted a little bit more chocolate and tried some in my little cupcake liners. I thought these looked better with just 1 Chips Ahoy cookie in there, just because there's not much room to work with. And again, I put those in the freezer. And once they've been in there and were able to set up, the paper peels off really easily, and you have little individual size Cookie Monster chocolate. And for the bark, you can either break it with your hand, or if you want, you can use a knife to kind of guide how big your pieces are going to be. And you might lose a cookie or an eyeball in the process, but that's okay. These turned out really, really cute. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.